back to Dolphins United, the platform for Dolphins. You heard me. We are back in the house. Got part 2 of the breakdown of the roster for training camp. This is the defensive roster portion, all right? So we're going to break down the entire defense position by position. I'll give you some sleepers of mine to maybe make the team. And then we'll just go through that. All right, like the same way I did it for the offensive side. Now, before we do that, I told you that I'm going to announce something special in this video. Well, here it is, all right? Your boy's going to be at training camp, all right? Your boy's going to be there. August 2nd on a Tuesday, your boy's going to be in the house watching live, all right? Now, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I don't know, all right? We're going to have to figure this out. We're going to see if I'm going to live tweet it, if I'm going to live stream audio of it, or if I'm going to live stream comments of it. All right, I don't know how I'm going to do this, okay? I already know I can't live stream video of the training camp, and I wouldn't want to do that anyway because I don't want to give away our secrets and then we end up losing every game because I'm the idiot that exposed the offense and defense. I don't want to be that guy. All right, I don't want to be that guy, the most hated guy in Miami. If I do that, I don't want to be that guy. But maybe I could, just turn the audio on and give you play-by-play. Maybe I could try to get away with that. I don't know. All right, if I can't, I'm going to either live tweet it. So check in the description, find my Twitter, because I'm going to be live tweeting that bad boy. Or I might just live stream and then just have the audio turned down and the video turned down and then just tweet. And then that way you can react back with me. All right. So that's the only reason I'm thinking of doing that instead of live tweeting it, because that way we can interact with each other based on what I'm seeing. And you can ask questions, I can answer, things like that. All right. So maybe I'll try to do that if possible. If not, then I'll definitely live tweet it. And then you just got to go follow my Twitter. But I'll give you a better update closer to when I'm actually leaving to go that morning and watch that. That's going to be exciting. I'm only going to be able to go to 1, unfortunately, this year. I was going to try to go to 2, but I just won't be able to go to 2. All right, and I'm about 3 hours away from there. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to watch. I'm going to live tweet or live stream just in the comments. I just want to make sure I put that out there just in case any of them are listening and they see me with this shirt pull in and they're like, whoa, buddy, you say you're live tweeting, you can't show up, you can't come inside. If I do, it'll just be on the comments or I'm going to live tweet it, all right, like everybody else going to do who's in there. All right. After practice, that is when I'll find me a little spot right there on the training camp grounds and do the video while it's hot, all right? While I got everything burnt into my brain of what just happened, I'm going to drop that video. So it's going to be a little unorthodox. It's going to be straight from the phone, none of the editing. I'm just going to say what I need to say, and I'm going to upload that bad boy. Probably ain't going to be no intros or outros. It's probably just going to be straight to y'all. Y'all get the information, and then we can talk about it after that for those people that weren't able to catch the live stream or the live tweeting. All right, so that's coming. All right, that's coming. I'm very excited. I'm excited for y'all as well because I'll be able to be your eyes and ears and give y'all the real of what's going on with the squad. And if they sorry, I'm going to tell you they sorry. All right? I'm going to tell you straight up how they playing. If Tua was throwing ducks the whole day, I'm going to straight up tell you. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. All right, I can't do that for y'all because I'm your eyes and ears while I'm over there. So just want to let y'all know that I'll be there August 2nd on that Tuesday. Hopefully it's a contact day. I don't know. All right, it's a weekend, so who knows? They probably won't have contact yet. I don't know. All right, from the 26th to the 2nd, probably won't have contact just yet. So, and if they do, then that'd be great. All right, but I was trying to go on the 6th of August because I knew at that point there'll probably be contact, but due to conflicting scheduling, there's no way I could do that because I have another event I have to do on the 6th. it is what it is. Let's get into the defensive roster for the 2022 training camp for the Miami Dolphins. All right, so what we got here, we'll start out. Now, they do have our defense, for whatever reason, listed as, instead of a hybrid defense, which is what it is, they have it listed as a base 3-4, which I don't really like that because we're not a base 3-4. We're really a hybrid. Like, we really play both a lot. So, although we do play 3-4, I'm not saying we don't play 3-4. We do. We just don't play 3-4 a lot. More than we play 4-3 is basically what I'm saying. Anyway, at left DN, and I'm going off of ESPN. I know I went off CBS Sports for the first one. This one I'm going off of ESPN because they show the full name, even though I probably won't still say the full name. We got Zach Sealer. We have Butler. We have Ben Steele. And then we have DeAndre Johnson, all right? Adam Butler. I might say the full name. All right, when it comes to left defensive end, if it's not Agba, which they have listed as a linebacker for whatever reason, outside linebacker for whatever reason, I'm not sure what that's about. But if it's not Agba, then Sealer is probably going to end up getting that spot. All right, now, you could easily, in a 4-3, kick Sealer inside to be a rush defensive end, a rush defensive tackle, as well as Christian inside. And then on the outside, you could put Phillips and Agba. And they're all coming after the quarterback. So we're very flexible. All right, and I like it. Adam Butler, Ben Steele, and DeAndre Johnson are going to be fighting for a spot on the roster at either left defensive end or right defensive end. When it comes to nose tackle, you have three guys that can vie for that position. You have Raekwon, who's probably going to be your starter, let's be honest. And then you have John Jenkins, who's probably going to end up making the squad. Him or Adam Butler can both probably be played. Adam Butler more so 4-3 and John Jenkins more so 3-4. But they can both play that defensive tackle position. And then you have Benito Jones, okay, who's going to be vying for that spot. And he's one of those guys that are probably on the outside looking in. At right defensive end, we have Christian Wilkins. We have Jordan Williams. We have Owen Carney Jr. And we have Porter Gustin. Christian Wilkins, he's a shoe-in. We know he's making the team. We got Jordan Williams. We have Owen Carney Jr. And we have Porter Gustin. Those guys, they're fighting for their lives. Let's just keep it real. They're fighting for their lives. I'm not even sure any of them make the squad because when you look at left defensive end, you got Adam Butler, you have Ben Steele, you have DeAndre Johnson. Adam Butler's probably going to end up making the squad. They're probably going to keep like 7 or 8, probably 7 defensive linemen. So you got Sealer, you got Butler, you got Raekwon, you got Jenkins, you got Benito Jones. That's 5. You got Christian Wilkins. That leaves you room for like another 1 or 2 guys. So some of these guys are going to have to step up. Benito Jones may not make the team, so then that helps you out as well. Plus, you have Agba and you have Phillips. It's honestly, they probably keep 6 defensive ends and tackles. So it's going to be tough for some of these other guys to make the squad. They've got some work to do, and that's the truth. All right, now we're going to go to outside linebacker. We have Van Ginkel, we have Melvin Ingram, and we have Darius Hodge. Ingram was brought in because they feel like they don't have a lot of depth. A guy like Darius Hodge is going to have to step up. Cameron Good, he's going to have to step up. All right. And those are the 2 guys that you're really going to have to take a good look at to see, do I move off a guy like Ingram or do I have to keep Ingram on my team because those guys aren't good enough? All right, so Van Ginkel, he's pretty much going to make the squad. Ingram is probably going to take his spot and Van Ginkel be the backup, possibly. All right, and then you have a guy like Cameron Good who's going to be vying for one of those spots as well. All right, when it comes to the other outside linebackers, you have Agba, who I don't understand, is an outside linebacker. Jalen Phillips. All right, we know both of those guys are shoe-ins. They're making the team as outside linebackers. Your three outside linebackers to really look at would be Van Ginkel, Phillips, and Ingram, if you want to call him an outside linebacker, although I'd rather call Agba and Ingram defensive ends. All right, so that's where it kind of gets muddied and it gets messed up a little bit, because to me, those guys are defensive ends, but they have them as outside linebackers. All right, inside linebacker. We have Elena Roberts, we have Channing Tindall, we have Brendan Scarlett. Then on the other inside linebacker for a 3-4 defense, you have Jerome Baker, you have Duke Riley, you have Sam Egwavin, and then you have Calvin Munson. This is where it gets tough. Elandon's probably going to make the team. Channing Tindall, all right, that's the guy to really look at. Channing Tindall has a real chance of unseating Roberts if he shows that speed and range that he needs to, and he shows physicality at the point of attack consistently. If he can do that, Atlanta Roberts might find himself off the squad. If guys like Duke Riley, who is a pass coverage specialist, and Brendan Scarlett can step up. Sam McGuavin, he's going to have to make his niche on special teams, as a lot of the linebackers are going to have to make their niche on the back end of the roster on special teams to make the squad. So, there's a lot of work that needs to be done there. But Sam has found his way on each roster because he's decent at special teams. Tyndall's going to have to do the same. Duke Riley is decent at special teams already. Scarlett's going to have to find a way to do the same. We know Baker, Jerome Baker is pretty much a shoe-in at one of those spots, all right? Whether outside linebacker or inside linebacker, he's a shoe-in. Pretty much Atlanta Robinson's a shoe-in to make the team if Tyndall is slow to grasp things and Duke Riley can't take his spot, all right? Which I wouldn't mind Duke Riley stepping up and taking his spot, because Duke Riley is really good in coverage, and we need guys like him on the field more oftentimes than not. So that's the type of two guys I would look at. I would look at Tyndall. I would look at Duke Riley as dark horses to maybe steal a spot. Moving on to cornerbacks. We have Xavier Howard. We have Brandon Jones. We have Nick Needham. We have, not Brandon Jones, sorry. I gave you the wrong ones. Byron Jones. All right, we have Byron Jones. We have Nick Needham. We have Noah Mcnagany. We have Keon Crossan. We have Quincy Williams. We have D'Angelo Ross. And we have Elijah Campbell. We already know there's 3 shoo-ins out the gate. Byron Jones, Nick Needham, they on the squad. Plain and simple. We ain't got to fight over that. They are on the squad. The guys that need to be worried are Keon Crossan, Quincy, Noah Mcnagany is on the outside looking in, D'Angelo Ross, Elijah Campbell. Let's talk a little bit about Noah, okay? This is a guy that's going into his 3rd year. He hasn't shown much. He's not a special teams ace. Boy, he better figure out a way to be, because it's going to be tough for him to make the squad if any of these other guys are getting picks. All right, and that's all it takes. If these guys are getting picks, they ain't getting burnt every other play against these 2nd and 3rd stringers. It's gonna be tough for Noah Mcnagany to make the squad. All right, now he does have the benefit of being a 1st-round pick, so he does get an extra year where some other guys only get 4 years. Being that he was drafted in the 1st round, he is a 5-year type guy on a contract. So maybe he has some trade value as a 7th-round pick, 6th, 7th-round pick, where you give him up and they know, okay, we can get him for 2 years if he blossoms. So there is some trade value there if he doesn't pan out, but you'd rather him just pan out with us. What I would do is I would move him to safety. He's a big guy, all right? He's a really big corner. So being that he's a big corner, I will move him to safety and I will see what he's got. Why not? He dang sure can't cover so far from what we've seen. Move him to safety, see if he's got some range, he's got some speed, he's got some athleticism. See if he can do that. All right, see if he can do that. See if he can bring the thump, and then you got a good backup safety, and then you can get rid of Eric Rowe if he pans out. That's what I would do. And as we move on to safety, all right, let's talk about it. We have Javon Holland, we have Brandon Jones, we have Eric Rowe, we have Trill Williams, we have Cedric Redwine, we have Clayton Fedglum, and then we have Vern McKinley. All right. Brandon Jones, Javon Holland, they're on the squad. Eric Rowe probably is on the team. Trill Williams may be on the team. Clayton Fedglum is a special teams ace, so he might make the squad. Cedric Redwine did decent last year when he came in. We'll see. Vernon, we're going to see. All right? Verone. Probably Verone. I don't know why I said Vernon. Verone. Probably not making the squad. Okay? Probably not making the squad. Eric Rowe is the guy to watch here. And not as a dark horse of anything, but as a guy that might find his way off the team. If a guy like Trill Williams and Cedric Redwine can show that they have range and that they can do some of the things and they're younger, that Eric Rowe can do, okay? Which Eric Rowe is a tight end cover specialist. He covers tight ends well. He might have some trade value as well. This is another guy that you could probably get off for a 6th, 7th round pick, and you just recoup the pick and then trade it down the line for some other player that might be cut and at the end of training camp. All right, so then you just, hey, I know you planning on cutting this guy, and he's gonna have to go through the wire. Let me just get him from you. I'll give you the 7th round pick for Eric Rowe that we got. All right, so something like that, and then we end up getting another guy in there to try to compete. But that is the breakdown of the defense. I'm happy to see the defense because it is the same defensive scheme as the previous year. We got the same everything, same coordinators, pretty much all of the same defensive position coaches are back. We have a lot of continuity, guys. There's a lot of continuity here. It's looking really good for us. Let's see if this guy can call plays, Josh Boyer, as well as Flo, and time his plays well, and then we'll be off and running. All right, now if the defense is giving up touchdown after touchdown after touchdown, I'll be a little worried. But I'll also be a little happy because guess what? If they're giving up touchdown after touchdown after touchdown, somebody's throwing them. Somebody's catching them. Somebody's running them. So that's good, all right? And that's the thing about playing against your defense and playing against your offense is it's a double-edged sword. On one end, you're happy. On the other end, you're upset. But when you have these joint practices, which we have 2 joint practice teams that we're playing against in, I think, the Eagles, maybe, and the Tampa Bay Bucks. Kind of iffy on the Eagles. I can't remember for sure. But I think it is. When you're playing them, you don't have those issues. You don't have those issues because you're roasting somebody else's defense or offense. All right? So you don't have those issues. But when you're playing yourself or playing against yourself, that's when it kind of, there's a sour sweet or sweet and sour moment there. All right? I'll holler at y'all in the next one. Y'all already know what it is. Fins up till we die. We here. It is time. The rookies did show up today. Probably just did physicals and little walkthroughs of this is where you're going to need to be when things, that type of thing. Just walking them around and showing them things, and then they'll probably get busy tomorrow. Maybe. All right. I'll see you in the next video. I got some videos lined up. Namely, all right, I know I mentioned a video in the previous video I did that's coming in the future. But here's another video that's coming in the future. How can we beat the Bills? What is the blueprint to finally beat the Bills? All right. So that's a video that's coming in the future. All right. So be on the lookout for that because it's going to have some good nuggets in there of film study that I've watched on how we can finally beat this team because we haven't beaten them in 3 years. Okay. So how we can finally get a W against the Buffalo Bills. So that video is definitely coming up in the future on a YouTube channel near you. Well, my YouTube channel, really. But I'll holler at y'all. See y'all later.